Guess what, motherfuckers? That's right, we've got real merch now. The logo tee, the plug tee to let people know you don't push that toxic shit, the lock it up tee for my kink shamers out there, and for the high rollers, the union long sleeve. 4 prints by yours truly. Fulfilled by Printful, good quality made to order service with OK shipping. Get it now at fluid.show. Go to fluid.show right now. Get it now at fluid.show. Fluid.show. Fluid.
You good over there?
Yeah, we're good.
You guys can't hear Lewis. He's like belching or something.
Yo, dude, the fucking shit you posted on Instagram last night, my visceral response was like, that's me, out loud. And then to see your caption.
Please don't touch the art. Please touch the artist.
Please touch the artist. Dude, like,
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Jen could watch a shoe and a banana peel fall out of a recycle bin on the side of the road and go, that's me.
Oh my God. Same though.
And your pronouns are jesters, jest/ter.
Oh, yeah. Ouch, 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 ouchie.
Whoa.
Hee hee ha ha.
Do you have your laptop resting on top of the piano? Making my way downtown, walking fast, sucking them dick and I'm homebound. Gotta put up a fist. Taking a shit, throwing it down, and I'm rolling out.
Miss you.
Fluid.
Mark, family. One of us.
You're my dog.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome home, Mark.
Yo.
Hey.
Yeah. There's lots of colorful content online, but we wouldn't have this range of minds being explored online if we didn't have colorful people in person, out in the world. I hear it every day walking down the street, Just today I was outside of a CVS or something, and a couple passes by. Woman of this couple asks the person she's with, why is it that you like the things that you like and you don't have other interests?
Oh man.
And if that wasn't funny enough, her probably Tinder date responds, well, I hypothetically could take the time to answer all the cavernous aspects of that question, but really you have to ask yourself if that's a moot point. And I kept on walking because that was all I could take from that social bomb that just went off.
Oh shit, you didn't ask if they wanted a third?
You didn't want a third wheel with the philosophy major trying to
I don't want a bouncer.
Yeah.
They don't.
Philosophy major trying to get tail from a sorority girl.
Hey, are you guys looking for a sex slave by chance?
I have a GIMP mask at home. Anyways, lots of different scents and deodorants and sanitizers I use on my equipment, so you don't have to worry about that. We all know about that, right?
Come on, guys. Level with me here.
I've heard other similarly colorful and agonizing conversation in line for a live show, specifically on the tour for that big Daughters album. By the way, fuck the guy from Daughters.
Fuck Daughters.
I don't like how he Chris Browned lingua ignota, so that's canceled. But back when I was in line for them, I overheard a conversation between a man and a woman where the guy asked this woman in line, do you know Anthony No?
No.
And immediately I was like, am I hanging out on benches outside my high school? She responds, no. And then he begins a tirade of how this band that they're about to see is supposedly one of the most influential bands in their genre. And then I realize he's taking his date to a harsh noise rock, freak
Dude, this rules.
show. She does not know what she's in for.
Oh God.
This rules.
Oh God. Hot take. I never liked that album.
Yeah.
Even
that is a bit of a hot take. I appreciate certain things about it pretty strongly. I don't appreciate how the vocalist whacked up lingua ignota and then bullied her into lying about the origin of her injuries.
Yeah, I'm looking into this right. This is the first I've heard of it, but holy shit.
Yeah, no. He's gone. He's out of here.
Yeah, he's out of here. We're out.
Everybody's been breaking their vinyls and stuff.
I'm really glad I never bought any merch.
Yeah. I'll see people with tattoos for bands. There's a bunch of people with sun tattoos and stuff, and that's a huge risk.
Oof.
If it's a creative thing that you get a tattoo for that's not already established, with some long completed legacy, like, I don't know, you're a deadhead and you get like a dead tattoo, if there's still risk of shit coming out about them, maybe hold off on putting that permanently on your body.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy's a creep.
Yeah. You know who was just as much of a creep, and also another one of these colorful overheard personalities, is when I was in college and down the hallway I hear two guys walking saying, "How are we gonna get girls at this party?" And I heard the most genius response. I don't know, Snapchat?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't know what kind of like fucking like psychosis one has to be living in to like as an adult have an active Snapchat account. Like I'm really wondering about like what is going on.
It's
there.
just like it's just vlog bits, like updates on one's life, because I have a couple friends that I only have a Snapchat because of them, so I can see like, oh, what's my childhood friend doing? Oh, he's a world-class gymnast. Oh, he's flown to Puerto Rico to do like private study with a bunch of other athletes and stuff.
He also sells drugs on his private story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, sure. I take it back. I'm sorry, Snapchat.
You don't push hog, you just don't get that much action. That's what Snapchat's for. It's for people who have way more impacting and interesting lives than all of us. We're just losers.
Dude, it's for people who fuck more than me, I guess.
Exactly.
Literally everyone at my work uses Snapchat to talk with each other, but it's so fucked because like all their stories are just like videos of them taking like huge dabs, and it's like.
What's that YouTube channel of those guys like just doing like increasingly large smoke challenges and they cough and throw up and it's just not pretty.
Yeah, it's like not fun at all.
How cool was it to be like an 8th grader and you're like, I get to watch people smoke weed on YouTube.
Who was that guy with the long hair? He would always take like huge rips. I used to watch that guy.
I did too.
Ray William Johnson?
Ray William Johnson.
No, he was he was the white guy with like long hair.
I'm pretty sure Ray William Johnson went to the Japanese suicide forest wearing a hat from some like kids movie.
No, that was
serious.
that was Jake or Logan Paul.
No, fuck off.
Yeah.
That was one of the Paulers.
They're both the same. Jake and Logan might as well be a single entity. In any other country, like not the US, the Paulers would have been sentenced to death, like probably a couple of years into their career.
Yeah,
It's
I
only
know.
a matter of time before they get murdered in a fucking fist fight. Now that they're both fighters.
And none of those big YouTube personalities are nearly as interesting or colorful as any of these common characters that we pass around on the Discord. Shouts out to everybody who's been feeding me content.
Shout out.
We are trying to make our community famous for our celebration of interesting and unorthodox personalities, characters, interests. And one of our huge pillars is I'm very anti-cringe culture. I don't want to mock people.
Sure.
I want to give them views. I want to give them subscribers and the attention that they seek and the positive reinforcement. Much like any sort of show, like a Nathan Fielder show or a John Wilson, that puts interesting personalities front and center on stage. Today, I want to give a spotlight out of my handful of spotlights, not to take up too much time, to Terri. Terri is a multi-genre queen, a single woman content empire. She has many a music video. She's covered many a style, including some high concept religious influenced pop music, such as her cover of Ave Maria, that is filmed much like a Tim and Eric green screen video.
Ooh.
I already love this.
What is that dress?
Yeah, she seems to be wearing a Snuggie, or like
Oh my god.
some more Advaitic worship form of a Snuggie.
That's a literal Snuggie and a sheet.
The color is cute. I like the pink she chose.
That may be like one of her adult sons dressed as a Cupid wearing just plaid boxer briefs with a cigar or something stuck in his mouth and like iParty wings.
Oh, what?
She is currently being visited by an angel amongst what I can only describe as like Windows 95 graphics renderings of a desert in Jerusalem.
Oh, is she supposed to be? Oh my god. It's a black baby.
Shouts out best indie game Black Baby.
So that's kind of cool because last night I was hanging out with this band. They're called Mallard. They're a punk band from Worcester. I'm playing with them next weekend. And they have this one shirt, right? They only made one batch of shirts, and it just says the band on the front, and on the back it says Jesus wasn't white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another local artist gave me a shirt that said, "You can't spell Jesus without sus." Yeah. Other than like a handful of rock tracks, that's pretty much the general shtick from Terri. I'm like greatly infatuated with how bold and unwavering she is as an artist.
Oh, I've seen this.
I don't wanna lose you tonight. You're the only thing that matters. I don't wanna lose you this way. Just need your love.
Yeah, she takes the 80s, I guess you could say new wave rock and pop, does everything as much as possible within those bounds.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
She's very versatile. I appreciate that.
She doesn't quite have the Bloomin' Onion haircut, but she does have some sort of Farrah Fawcett perm.
Yeah.
I love this for her.
That honestly looks like it could be made out of styrofoam, but that's just how strong she is as a personality. Her hair is not swept by the wind at all.
2013?
From the original VHS, it was only uploaded in 2013. She's probably been going for decades.
Yeah, seems very 80s.
Her content needs to be making more rounds. She's been getting some recognition, but could always use more. Shouts out to user Mr. DJ who showed this to me. And I don't want to lose the train of why we're all here today, much like she doesn't want to lose you tonight. We are joined by one and only Worcester's own DIY force, man behind the abstract black metal project Mictain, as well as a member of, I believe, a history of different bands, including most recently hardcore and punk rock band Busted Lip.
Busted Lip.
We've got Marc V, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
It's alright. I've fucking been trying to correct my sleep schedule. One of my buddies from New York has pretty much made me almost nocturnal, and so it's a fight to wake up before 12 or 10.
I feel that.
I've been fighting off the nicotine headaches. I basically torch half a box of Newports one day,
Dude.
And then I just don't give in to any of the withdrawal symptoms.
So you're like edging yourself.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I specifically set up a day's worth of withdrawal headaches, and I just ignore it, and I'm like, fight through it.
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna become a smoker. But then I only start the domino effect over again the next day when I go out, and I'm like, I have nothing to do but 4 hours listen to a bunch of podcasts and torch a box of Newports.
Sweet. Cool.
What about you, motherfuckers?
That's how I feel with, like, I have been drinking way too much.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Busted lip, crooked liver, baby.
Busted liver. Yeah, I was recently unemployed, so I've been doing a lot of like freelance work. Mm-hmm. But with freelance work, like I get to do whatever the fuck I want, you know. So I'll be like drinking beers, doing electrical and shit, and we're going to bars a lot at night, staying up mad late. The other day, actually, I was at Ralph's at like fucking 11:30 at night. There was some karaoke fucking contest, and there was like 100 people there, maybe more like 50. But someone had the
audacity.
It was a fantastic idea to do All Star by Smash Mouth. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Okay, so everyone in the bar starts singing it, right? The whole bar, even the bartenders, everybody.
Of course.
And everyone who has an iPhone gets like this ding on their phone, right?
What, airdropped?
Airdropped, right? So someone airdropped this photo. I'm gonna drop it in the Fluid chat.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm jealous. That's one of the few things I'm jealous for Apple users for is airdropping, because I just would love to bomb people with it.
Yeah, no, if you had the ability to airdrop, that would be like a national security threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Like if you were able to do that, that would be like
That'd be dangerous.
I wouldn't even do the obvious like shock shit. I would airdrop people like 2-second TikToks of a guy trying to say something, spills over his cup of milk, and then his mom screams at him from the background. And
that would be
it.
like apocalyptic, man. I'm glad you don't have an iPhone.
So I just dropped the photo in the chat.
Yeah, so...
Oh, yeah.
This is a view from below Shrek's erect penis.
Completely uncircumcised.
As if he is about to like cover your eye with it in a BJ porn, staring up in the smooth night sky of Shrek.
Yeah.
Who knew Shrek was uncircumcised?
Girthy. Real girthy.
My dear friend Casey airdropped it to everybody during the show.
Casey.
Yeah, shout out Casey,
Nice.
the OG Busted Lip fan.
Hell yeah.
Casey and Bree, shout out the homies.
It is such a nice coincidence that you brought up Smash Mouth because just before you hopped on, we were checking out audio illusions where people were using an audio to MIDI converter. Where essentially this converter just ascribes one piano note for every discernible frequency in the audio file.
Oh my lord.
Listen to this.
Oh my god.
Do you hear that?
Oh god.
Yeah.
No.
Hell
It
yeah.
sounds so dissonant.
I can't unhear that. I don't fucking like that. I don't fucking like that. I don't fucking like that.
All those
Yeah.
like probably drum notes that are getting
Yes.
thrown in there.
Yeah.
Symbols.
This should have been the backtrack for the karaoke night.
Doing karaoke over an audio to MIDI conversion of a song would be so dope.
Dude, this is what the new Mictain record's gonna sound
And they
like.
say it gets colder. You don't know what you're gonna do. Older. Something that I don't know the lyrics anymore. I haven't heard the song till I was 4.
Damn, bro, you got bars.
I've been had bars. I thought I was gonna go famous with some of this shit.
Yeah, Xanax bars.
No, it's bars. Yeah, wait, no, I gotta pull up a tight beat here. Tight. Earl, is there gonna be an Earl
Oh,
type
boy.
beat? Body Rich type beat, Gunna type beat. Yeah.
Oh god.
Hey,
Here he goes.
hey. She put her kid online and he blew up. Her IUD was an IED.
Oh my god.
Scouts had torn limb from limb, cause infantry was TMZ. Hey, public parades a child soldier. Ground decorated with stars, and programs cover the scars. Hey, I'm about to be famous.
Fucking live ad libs. You should like, dude, how funny would it be if you could like fucking throw your voice to do like
Oh, yeah.
ad lib your own shit while you're fucking. Yeah, that was awesome. Great
Every
job.
fucking episode we bring up violetasprinkathryn.
Yes.
And do another one of these. Every single. I think I'm gonna be
Yes.
doing it every episode now. Hold on. We have to see how Violet does on
This is my favorite rapper.
This guy.
Lungs up in the mountain. I'm on this shit straight, true to the fucking zigzag when I roll up too.
Hey.
What I wanna get into with the fucking shit when I'm poof in the motherfucking shit.
When I'm poof.
This motherfucking gang black shit off of that motherfucking state rap with motherfucker coming up and I'm fucking straight with the fucking pace. Motherfucking 15-year-olds. That's
What the fuck?
I would fucking love to feature for Violet.
Why is it so on time?
He's a machine gun.
Dude.
He doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Why is his flow like so on beat?
With everything.
It's never on beat, but like it's so hard that your brain can't help but interpret it as being on beat.
Oh my god.
So yeah, what the fuck is up with y'all? A quick check-in, everybody. I've been reclaiming my sleep schedule, or at least
Status
trying. What about
update.
y'all? What about D? What about Jen? Oh yeah, new fucking official host, Jen. Hey! Shouts out.
I'm good. I was in Maine this weekend.
Yeah.
My aunt and uncle live in Vassalboro, which is like way up there.
That's fucking up there.
Yeah, dude. There's like nothing like going on, which is what I needed.
Kids just drinking 5 Locos.
Yeah. There's like a lot of people on like ATVs ripping around.
Gripping.
Yeah. I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here. What about you? What's up with you, D?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm about to quit my job.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm about to put in my 2 weeks because I don't want to fucking work for corporate cannabis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do
Fuck
that.
corporate cannabis, yo.
No, honestly, like fuck them. Our company just got bought out. You can like beep out their name, but we just got bought out by Crest.
Yikes.
And they're like this Chicago-based company.
Yeah.
And like they got like a bunch of fucking locations now, like all over the fucking US. And like they just moved in and like they fired all of our HR people that my current company had. Just fired them like straight up, like with no warning.
No.
And like they actually had a decent HR team. Like they finally got like all the good people like on HR, and then they just fucking canned them and brought in their own people.
Shit.
So I'm pretty done with them. I had an interview with a couple places a couple days ago, and I think they went pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
once I get the okay from them.
You're always moving on to greener pastures.
Well, when it comes to like finding work, yes.
Yeah, well, we're happy to hear that.
My pinned tweet on my Twitter, which I just made like a month ago, is quit your job. So
Hell yeah.
that's my advice to everybody listening.
A related tweet: if that death metal band Dying Fetus had made that song "Kill Your Mother, Rape Your Dog" about me, it would be named "Dump Your Girlfriend, Quit Your Job."
Yeah.
Well, with your new freelance line of work, you've had more time to engage in the fruitful land of concrete in Worcester of various artistic expression, skateboarding, music. In terms of being so creatively engaged in the Worcester scene, what is your history with it? How did it start? How's it developed?
Well, so technically it all started from my dad, because he was in the scene in the 90s, death metal, punk scene. He was in a million bands. His death metal band called Massive Convulsions. He was also in Ashen, the black metal band.
Nice.
But when everyone started killing each other, doing drugs and like all that shit, mad violence, he like, and I got born, so he kind of like pulled out of that. Oh yeah, they don't have any like demos out, only tapes, like physical tapes.
They were too cult.
Yeah, they were too cold, bro. They had some tapes. The singer of those bands was Scott Wiley. He was a mad lad.
Wiley, ain't that the fucking antagonist from Mega Man?
Scott Wiley. He's this like crazy dude. He sang for Vital Remains for a bit. He was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see him.
There he is. Massive Convulsions.
MASSAVE, massive
Convulsions.
Oh
my god, is that my dad in that picture? Holy shit, bro.
Well, this picture is such small resolution.
This is hilarious.
How the fuck did they find this shit, dude?
That doesn't help. That
No
doesn't
one can't
help.
be
This is the
stopped.
most pixelated shit. Yeah.
Dude, that's absolutely insane. I can't believe you found that. And they spelled his name wrong, I think.
Likely. Let's see here. Members: Frank Nichols, Mike Barker, John Davis, Scott
Yeah,
Wiley.
my dad's not in there.
Wow, the Jonathan Davis.
That was his band, though.
Wow. Your dad's Jonathan Davis?
No, my dad actually has the same name as me. I'm a junior.
Ah, cool.
That's what I hate about Metallum. They always get shit wrong.
Unless people are on top of their shit.
Yeah, I had to change and make requests for my band Necrolent like a million times, dude.
Yeah.
Like people will make requests without even and like change shit without even like having any proof, and they'll just approve it for no reason. It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But they had our bassist Pookie.
Hell yeah.
They had their dead name before and everything. It was kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
That's
bro.
the best non-binary inanimate object name I've heard. Pookie. Hell yeah.
Pookie means demon in Icelandic, I believe.
Oh, that's baller.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. They make bone jewelry and shit, and there's this one show we had, I guess it was a run. We had a couple shows, and every stop on the show, they wrote the set list in blood, and they have like vials of blood and shit.
That is some dead shit.
Dude, they're wild.
Shout out Pookie.
Shout out Pookie. Pookie's awesome.
Let me see if I can bring this back on track. So your dad was playing in bands, and what? When you were like, early teens, did you get into music?
Well, my grandmother got me into piano when I was like 5, so I was classically trained all my life, and
Hell yeah.
as I got older, I was raised on like metal and punk, so like it was when I started a punk band in high school that I actually started playing in bands. That band was dog shit, but
I thought I knew a couple bands called Dog Shit.
yeah, dude, that sounds like a really good crust punk band.
Yeah.
Like some like blackened crust, like that the bottom of a burnt pizza.
That's the tastiest crust. Is when they leave it on the stove a little too long. That's how Fall of a Fraffa got so good.
I actually have a song by my band called Shrek Dick.
Which
I'm
band?
not even lying. It's Harvest Manipulation. It's not out yet though. We've played it live a few times. It's got this one part at the end where it's like this like dumb caveman gore grind riff. So me and the singer of that band, we switch off drums and shit like that. So what we do is like for like the dumb caveman slam songs, I'm singing and he's playing drums and vice versa. Mm-hmm. The end of this song has like these like gross piggy like snorts that are just absolutely dumb. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And it's fun though. It's a lot of fun. And that's the band that really got me rolling was Harvest. And
Harvest Manipulation.
Yeah, Harvest Manipulation. We have like one song out and a demo. Our most popular song is called Wither, but it's also our stupidest song. We write all these technical ass stupid slams.
Oh, that's disgusting. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rules. So how old are you at this time?
I was 16.
Nice.
Nice.
I was 16. I was singing for the band.
So you're 16, but then you've gone on to like a handful of other projects, and you even started a net label.
Yes.
Upside Records.
Yes.
UpsideRecords.net.
Yeah, so basically what was going on is we were trying to get shows and all this shit, but we couldn't because we were too young and nobody knew who we were unless you were on the internet.
Yeah.
So I decided, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it myself. DIY, right?
Yeah.
And the first like year of it, I was just booking us with like other bands that nobody knows about, and they were always dead. But it was only a matter of time before things started picking up and people started gaining traction. Okay, so this feature right here that's playing, this is my friend Mellow. He's from Holland.
He's like one of those Dutch guys from Holland.
Yeah, dude. He does like a lot of breakcore and stuff now. Dude, he's actually awesome. He's one of the artists I wanted to bring in today to show you their music, because I have that shit on heavy rotation. His new song sounds like Igor with 3 R's. It's like,
oh yeah,
it's pretty sick. It's Mellow vocals. His new song Fixate just dropped like a couple weeks ago. There's a music video for it and shit. He actually played his first show in America with us.
Nice.
At Cold Spring Hollow, this like noise house.
It's definitely fusion mallcore.
Yeah, so
It's definitely like you don't give a shit and you just have fun doing whatever you want in terms of infusing electronic elements with disgusting core.
Yeah, absolutely. He's really into like breakcore and like electronic music.
Yeah.
This is his last like metal album, I'd say. His next album's a lot more jungle break influenced like that.
I like the switch up.
He's pretty big in the EDM scene over there. I'm not too versed in like electronic music, but one of my day ones, man. He's got mad albums.
Day one.
He has this one album that's fucking 100 songs long.
Yeah, he would.
I'm featured on it a couple times. It's that one, Ultima Mortis. The last song on there is the best song. I don't know why he put it last instead of first. It's called Absolution, and it's just nasty. He's got the guitarist of Guttural Slug playing guitar. He's got some other guitarists featuring in it. So that's where I come in.
Oh my God.
I'm doing like this throat singing like mayhem. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, this song slaps.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
It's like cyber grind, he called it.
Yeah. Igor and Infant Annihilator, a good amount.
Yeah. Those are like his biggest influences. His Instagram is Slam Thulu.
Thulu.
Yeah, he's the mastermind behind Guttural Slug. That's OG slam band from like forever ago.
He came into your life. What did he like? Spend some time in the U.S.
Well, he was like my first internet fan, and we like just connected. Like we had a lot of the same interests, and we were talking forever. I featured on one of his 4th album, and then we just kicked it off ever since. But back in 2019, my band was doing this little run down the East Coast. He was visiting America, doing his own tour, and he played his first show with us.
So you linked up.
Yeah, facts. We made some noise together. One of my favorite closest friends, Cam and Mason, they were in this band called Aphasia. So we would make harsh noise together all the time. They're a harsh noise band. Shout out Aphasia. They're fucking amazing. Some of my best friends, amazing noise artists. They do like power electronics and like they do it all, man. They're fucking nasty. They're on my label.
They do it all, ups and downs, left and right.
Yeah, if you go to my website, you'll find them on there. They were the first band I signed.
Yeah.
And so they got a bunch of music out. I'd go to their Bandcamp if anything, because that's where most of the music is. I was able to put out some of their records on Apple Music and most streaming, but like a lot of the album covers I had to change to get them uploaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these guys make fucking disgusting harsh noise. Like that song, the most recent one, that's the last they released before they went on hiatus. That song is just insane. And there's this nasty saxophone solo in it.
What?
Sax.
Oh.
We love sax. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Colin Stetson, eat your heart out.
So I recorded this at Upside, and this is like one of my favorite bands of all time.
We keep jumping to different anecdotes in periods of like the past decade or so, and you will say the phrase "my band," and I know that you'll probably be referring to a different band every time.
Yeah, probably.
You've had more than a handful of projects.
Yeah, so this actually kind of ties into the story because this was the first band I signed to the label. And I just started collabing with them left and right. Like, we also did this collab with Ryoshi Daichi from Gasha Dokuro. That record gave me nightmares. It was just like absurd.
Is that like some native Japanoise project?
Yeah, it's like just harsh noise, man. It sounds kind of like Merzbow, but like if Merzbow songs were all 35 minutes long.
Yeah.
And there's actually a Dajal feature in that, which is my black metal band, or my old black metal band. We've been on a hiatus for a few years. But these guys, we started playing shows together, and they honestly brought so much attention to the label because like here in Worcester and like Western Mass, noise is huge. Like the noise scene here,
of course,
that's like the majority of our fans.
It's all bucket of piss. It's all people with a contact mic on a pan that they set on a pulled-out table will hold a separate mic up to their mouth so they scream while they just repeatedly hit a drumstick on this like pots and pans and stuff.
So we started playing shows together, and then all of a sudden, like people actually start gaining traction. You know, we're mixing. Oh, this is Dajal, yeah.
Yeah, the Dajal logo is sick. So that's Arabic.
Yeah, I drew that. Yeah, it's Arabic for untruth, like lies, which is kind of cool because my last name is Vrey, which is truth in French.
So it's the opposite.
Yeah. So in this band, I was playing drums and singing at the same time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, you've really got like a bunch of different metal vocal styles down, including this classic scratchy golem.
Yeah, that's my favorite to do. Like in Necrolent, that's like my go-to.
Yeah. So where were you after all the collabs with Aphasia?
At that point, we were like playing shows left and right. Any show we could get, we were playing, and we were mainly doing it ourselves. And I started becoming friends with Half Mast and Wichita Hangman. So they have a label called Electric Skeleton, which is like a punk label from Massachusetts. They're based in Worcester now. Their studio is right across the hall from my studio. Oh. And we're just always collabing. Half Mast, the song When the Levity Breaks, that's my favorite song by them. I'm working on a new record for them right now. It's an EP. Ooh. I recorded it, and some of those songs are some of my favorites so far.
Classic hardcore.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We call them fake jazz.
Fake jazz?
Fake jazz. Their new records are like very jazzy, but it's still punk.
Ooh, I'm gonna pick the latest one.
Oh yeah, so Dead Sun is a very experimental record for them. I have a magazine coming out, and my friend Owen actually wrote a review for this record.
This is fun.
Yeah.
This is cool.
They jump between sounds like this and just like fast, speedy hardcore punk.
This is Prague.
Yeah, this is awesome.
That rules.
Yeah, dude, they're one of the best bands to come out of Massachusetts easily.
I say it every episode. I just love people who do whatever the fuck they want, and it's just really out of the box.
Facts.
Yeah.
So, what's cool about these guys is them and Beneath Purgatory shared a member who is no longer with us. Her name was Jeslyn.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Jeslyn. She was amazing. She's probably what inspired me more than most, because she was just so devoted. Like, she was like me in a million projects, but way more talented. And Colin from Half Mast and Jeslyn started Electric Skeleton together, I believe.
Yeah.
Jeslyn was in Beneath Purgatory, which was the second band to sign to Upside. And Jeslyn introduced me to the rest of L-Scale. We all just started playing shows together. So 2019's, rolling, and the two labels are just pumping out shows like every weekend, sometimes 2 times a week. We'd have them in my fucking studio. We'd have them upstairs at Remedy Music. We'd have them anywhere we could throw a show. We had a fucking show at Lynch Skate Park in Cambridge. Like, we just pop up and do our thing,
Yeah.
Fuck whoever cares, you know what I mean? And that gained us a lot of attention.
Shouts out to the Electric Skeleton Records YouTube channel. Has only one video.
The one video. That's Colin with the saxophone. That's Jeslyn right there with the guitar. And this was the old L-Scale HQ.
Colin is blowing like nobody's watching. Yeah. Everybody seems to be jamming or practicing at some point.
And that's Mo right there on the bass. Mo is from Acrimonia, and Robbie is from all of the bands. Robbie and Sean were the 2 drummers of Electric Skeleton.
This guy is rolling his eyes back in his head, like making love to the camera playing this sax. He can't contain himself. He's like laughing through it.
That was so cute.
This is so good.
Yeah, these are my best friends.
Hell yeah.
Aw. Shouts out to the Buddy Rich wall tapestry.
It says cruddy bitch.
Buddy Rich, cruddy bitch.
They have that in every studio they have.
So 2019 was a big growth year for Electric Skeleton and Upside Records, and you were all just doing DIY complete.
Yep. We were supposed to go on tour together in 2020.
Yep.
It was called the Buried Bones Tour. Because back then Upside was called Upside Underground instead of Upside Records. It was just a few months ago that I rebranded to Upside Records because we've been gaining more traction,
Yeah.
I just kind of don't want to stay underground,
Yeah. It's everybody's like battle in terms of maintaining creative direction and then also wanting to like foster traction.
Exactly.
It's kind of a balance or a double-edged sword.
Yeah, so we were throwing shows like every weekend, if not multiple times a week. 2019 up until the pandemic. Actually, 2020, the beginning of 2020, we were throwing some bangers, and it was only a matter of time, before shit started falling apart. We came back, we're back at it. Half-Mast is still kicking, Harvest is still kicking. We just practiced yesterday for the first time since October.
Nice.
And I'm super hyped. Necrolence started over the pandemic.
You had also been engaging more deliberately with hardcore rather than metal and noise by joining one of your most recent bands that I had mentioned up top, Busted Lip. And you guys had been on some pretty large, what was it, Triple B Records bills? Or just
Yeah, we were on Triple B Records bill. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We actually got some shit stolen that show, so I was kind of tight about that.
Hey, that's good luck.
Yeah.
It happens to great bands like Mets. Then, you're destined for glory.
Yeah, we've been, they stole our bass amp and our throne. So we've been playing drums on a cajon.
Nice.
Instead of a drum throne. DIY or die,
That's only another drum.
It honestly sucks. It sucks ass because it's so much lower than the drum throne is.
You look like a toddler at the dinner table playing a drum kit on top of the drum. Of your many projects, right around that time that we're just discussing, the gap from the hype 2019 through 2020 until now. Mictain, a complete just solo project?
Yeah, it's just me.
Yeah.
It's just me. I've been working on 2 records recently. So there's this one 4-part series called Amut Seba. It's based on a short story I've been writing.
The first part of which is out.
Yes, first part's out. Second part I'm working on right now, which my newest single, The Maw, is from. I believe you were helping me with that one a little bit.
We DM each other just like mixes to get mix notes back and forth. Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's your usual musician friendship. D and I sharing stuff back and forth and being like, this is tight. I would make this a little quieter. Thanks, stuff like that. Your stuff with Mictain is, I would call it like avant-garde black metal or something. It's just hard to I don't want to tell you what it is because you're the artist.
I just say it's black metal, right? But every time I've gotten a review done, they call it black noise, which I feel like is already a genre.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like it fits into a box, really.
It doesn't really. There's only a handful of artists that have sparked similar feelings in me by taking this, like, really dense combination of instruments, or at least in terms of how they're mixed, playing, high intensity, like organized chaos and dissonance.
Yeah.
But it's sick, and I was really impressed. Of course, I think this is one of the first things I heard when I had met you.
Yeah, maybe. I believe I had just dropped it around that time.
Let this be a lesson to listeners of the show. If you want to come on the show, you meet me in person and not be a dickhead. Yeah. Mark is a listener success story in that way.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I've listened to most of the podcast.
And you've been very supportive, and I have to thank you for that.
Yeah, man. I mean, when I met Sophia, she told me about you and was like, you gotta meet this guy. He does this awesome show.
Yeah, she was just saying to me, she was like, you're both giant nerds. You just want to stand in the corner and show each other shit, which is exactly like Mictain does exactly for that.
I feel like I'm that one. I'm not afraid to dance, right? And be a part of the party,
Oh, I am a killer dancer.
Oh my god.
I can attest to this.
Were you really?
Y'all know that I was in a breakdance troupe.
You should have seen this fucking kid at my Halloween party. Oh my god.
Oh, do we want to tell the story about the Greebler?
The Greebler's pretty funny.
Tell the story.
Yeah, I mean, like, a handful of my friends have heard the story many a time, but essentially, for Halloween, I knew Dee was throwing a party with some badass music and stuff. So I wanted to come up with like an engaging costume. I'd never really put effort into a costume. So I thought, okay, I'll just get as many discordant, unrelated objects to this costume as possible. Pumpkin head. I got green body paint to make swirls around my limbs. I got a glove with really long fingernails, and on the other hand, an oven mitt. I got an oven mitt on the other hand.
Yeah.
And lastly, a stethoscope to hang around my neck. So I was like this pumpkin man with like a grabby finger and an oven mitt and a stethoscope, and nobody knows I'm coming. I just go into the front door. Dee and friends are throwing this hype party. The music's blaring, and I just creep around the doorway and peer at people with my, pumpkin mask on. And I start doing this like breakdance, moving my limbs, and nobody knows who I am. And I'm just like kind of like gesturing at people. I thought like Dee would recognize me, but they didn't. So that was like the first fun part.
To be fair, I was also DJing and higher than anyone there.
Oh yeah. So you just perceived this like pumpkin goblin doctor monster with an oven mitt.
I was like, who the fuck?
Yeah, some sort of jester spirit came and haunted your party, which is exactly what I wanted to do. But really, what the purpose of this costume is that I would later be hanging out, talking to people, with the mask off, or I'd push it back and stuff, having a drink or whatever, and someone would inevitably come up to me, "Wow, your costume's so interesting. What is it?" At which point I look at them and go, It's a famous horror icon. You don't know who this is? No? here, what if I put the mask on? And I put the pumpkin mask on as if they're supposed to know who it is. And I go, look at me. No, you don't know who it is? No. It's a famous horror villain. Here, what if I do the voice? So I turn around, and then I flash back around to them and go, I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it! No, this isn't doing anything for you? And then they're like, no, I don't know who it is. I'm like, come on, you don't know the Greebler from Greebler's Live, 1985? No. At which point, I pull out an HTML file of a Wikipedia article that I edited for a fake movie, a horror movie called Greebler's Live, and I make them read it. And the blurb says that the plot is Howie Mandel plays a jester spirit called the Greebler, who is hired by Nancy Pelosi to bring terror upon a town with as many little monsters called shitty little Greebles to terrorize the employees of a Stop and Shop for trying to unionize.
He just went around my party gaslighting people into thinking that this movie was real.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But the thing was, we became a hive mind.
Yeah.
So with every new person gaslit, then that person is in on the joke. And the next time, just like moths to a flame, the next time someone came up to me, oh, I like your costume. What is it? We all look at them like, come on, you don't know the Greebler? Like, and then it became the whole house.
Yeah.
Literally, we could be on the porch smoking or something, and someone would come up and be like, oh, who are you dressed as? And everyone on the porch would be like, come on, you don't know who it is? Here, try and guess. It's the Greebler.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Psychological warfare, basically.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pitch this movie to someone, bro. I gotta see it.
Blumhouse, they're desperate. They do literally anything to get it.
Blumhouse is so
I think
desperate.
Netflix bought Blumhouse or something. They're fucking garbage.
Hit up Vice,
Vice.
Comedy Central.
I gotta picket the Vice offices for them to release the intellectual property for Nirvana, the band, the show. Matt Johnson's
Oh
show.
my God.
God, it's so good.
Oh my God. Did they cancel that? Or is that still a thing?
No, it's just because that it was soft canceled because the Canadian wing of Viceland was dissolved, and because they're such a large corporation, they don't care about individual properties. So it's basically been sitting within their property, and nobody's just done anything with it.
I used to get stoned and watch Viceland for like 5 hours.
Oh my
with
God,
my friends in high
same.
school.
You'd get stoned just to watch New York socialites teach you how to get stoned.
I have something to say. I have something
Yeah.
to say. Okay, do you remember the original Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia? And he was just like this emaciated, like Johnny Hobo looking fuck.
And he was like a college student trying to get by.
Yeah, no,
And he
was
just go lick a frog or something and trip balls.
Yeah, no, and he looked like just like completely emaciated. Like he did not look the same. Like it looks like they brought a new person onto Hamilton. It's like they shot the old Hamilton because he knew too much or something. And then they brought in a new Hamilton.
That's
yeah, no,
him.
they cleaned him up.
And then they cleaned him up.
In this fucking The Guardian article, he looks like a gremlin. He looks like Gollum.
Smeagol?
Yeah, he looks like a real Dobby motherfucker with Discord long hair that's been unwashed.
Oh my God.
And then they Williamsburgified him.
Yeah.
They gave him the Harry Potter glasses and the John Wilson beard and like the prim short hair.
The Williamsburg effect.
The little quiff.
Yeah.
And then there's that one photo of him that's like, he looks like some kind of fucking Jesus figure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was the Jesus for a network whose goal was to
Get people high.
politically integrate a bunch of stoners into capitalist liberalism. It was all bought by Rupert Murdoch. This was quite a tangent. Yes, Jen, I do like committing psychological warfare in a public space.
Yeah, you're good at it.
I was walking down the street and saw a man posting up a poster depicted stages of birth and asked the question, at what stage does life begin? And it's clear that he is an evangelical
Sure.
fighting against abortion.
Yeah.
So I decided to turn around and just say to him, without any sort of warning or introduction, you know, I didn't have any memories until I was 3 years old, so my parents could have Casey Anthony'd my shit any point until then. I'd be fine with it. He stared at me like I was a homeless person, like I was crazy, and then I just walked away.
There's this one meme I see all the time now. It's like every time I open up Instagram or whatever, just like one of those white text fucking memes that says like me gaining consciousness at 3 years old. And it's just Davy Jones or whatever from the Pirates Caribbean just going.
Coming into existence. Davy Jones. I just Google searched Baby Jones. Search. Okay, now I'm on a mission. Baby David Jones. Now I'm looking at a clothing line for children called now available at David Jones.
Jesus Christ.
And they got the Baby Yoda.
Okay, now I finally found Chibi Davy Jones.
Oh no.
Oh God. I almost went as him on Halloween.
What is this guy?
Yeah.
Davy Jones as a toddler with a binky and a stuffed animal with a squid.
Cute.
Yeah, that was my Halloween costume right there.
Has anybody else committed psychological warfare at a party or elsewhere?
I have, yeah.
There was this one time I taped 2 40s to some drunk kid's hands at a party.
Oh, that's classic.
And
okay.
yeah.
That's there's like a Homestar bit about that. It's not Biscuit Dough Hands, man. It was something else.
Edward 40 Hands.
They call me Edward Finger Hands.
Why?
I went to a party once,
I got
and
fingers.
yeah, it was like all of these art students, and from this like the conservatory in Boston. Whatever, one of the really fancy music school.
Oh, NEC, New England Conservatory?
Yeah.
NEC?
Yeah.
How the hell did you get into an NEC party?
Dude, I have no fucking idea.
Them some really litigious, determined, like, jazz students and shit
Yeah.
who they pluck out of high schools. They're like, you're too good for this.
Well, I guess I didn't realize how exclusive my invitation was, because I went and like I just didn't fit in at all, and
It's a room full of kids like Poindexters just singing giant steps.
no, they were cool, they were nice, but I like
Whole tone scale.
basically what happened.
Chop chop.
What happened was
You can't
like
drink if you don't sing a whole tone scale.
So I walked in and I didn't introduce myself to anyone. No one really even like paid any attention to me at all. I was like definitely kind of like sticking out like a sore thumb, and this. So I like was standing next to this conversation that was happening. I was certainly not like integrated, and this at one point this person is mentions like how he had like a skin condition and like couldn't play his instrument because of this. He had to take some antibiotics.
Ugh.
And the only thing I said the entire night was, "Oh, one time I had this rabbit and I got fleas from her and I had to go to the dermatologist to get like flea medication." And I just like said that, and they all like turned around and just looked at me, and then I was like, yeah, I don't know. And then I left and never talked to any of them again.
You guys know Barbara Streisand cloned her dog?
Yeah, basically, it was really fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, so for my thesis, I've been working with a professor from out of state, so scheduling it's been really hard. Does anybody, know anything about how you would collaborate with someone remotely and try and put it into a DAW or a digital audio workstation? Yeah, I don't know about that, but I would fuck the Mothman, bro.
Yeah. He's out there.
Yeah, he is.
He's out there.
And he's got to be hot.
No, he's got to be sexy. I believe
If you want to fly all those places, you've got to be toned, like have some muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be cut for that.
Yeah.
That guy must get paid a lot. Mothman must be cushy.
Yeah.
I don't know how much. That's such a set of skills. That's a lot of job security. I would fucking love to be the Mothman.
Oh yeah.
I would love to be the Mothman.
Clock in at 3 a.m., clock out at 2 a.m., sleep an hour. Do it all again.
Come on, what more can you ask for?
Yeah, exactly.
Blow up a bridge.
Didn't he try to stop that?
Is the Mothman part of the IRA?
Wait. Let me get this straight.
You know, I am Irish,
Before
bro.
he kills you, he's like, "I see you, Blackington."
I think he tried.
Mothman.
I think he tried to stop that, right?
Jen is advocating for Mothman is anti-terrorism.
I thought he was a good guy.
Court music.
Not only is he sexy,
Implying the IRA aren't good guys.
I'm literally Googling Mothman Bridge. I'm trying to figure out what his role was.
This is the trial of the Mothman here. Mark says the Mothman is a terrorist, blowing up a bridge. Genevieve, helping the defendant, says the Mothman actually tried to prevent the destruction of a bridge.
Yeah.
All right, now you may present your case.
I say that there's that one video of the Mothman just flying by the bridge. He obviously had to have planted the bombs, like, as he's flying by. Nobody saw him anywhere else. Wouldn't he have maybe warned someone about something if he was trying to help? I think not.
Okay. And your rebuttal, Genevieve.
So basically, he appeared right before the bridge was going to collapse, and he could have either been planting a bomb or trying to warn people. And I think if someone as cut as a Mothman was going to commit terrorism, he would have killed a lot more than 46 people.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
He's capable of much more.
Yeah, dude. So this was an attempt to stop it, I think.
The Silver Bridge disaster?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
I
at.
loved that movie when I was a kid. I say a kid, but when I was younger.
I gotta watch that shit. We're all kids.
It's honestly kind of garbage. It's not great.
Yeah.
If you're from Boston and someone is younger than you, you call them a kid. That's just how it works. I'll be 40 or something, and a 35-year-old guy will be a kid.
Okay, so there was this one time last year, I was up north, right? And I was snowboarding in, I think it was Vermont. I think I was on Killington. And I convinced a group of like really drunk college kids that I was Shaun White.
Hell
No.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So
You kind of look like him. You got the hair color.
I got the red hair. I mean, he doesn't look like this anymore, but they were drunk as fuck, right? And I don't know if they caught on or not, but they actually asked me to go snowboard with them.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
We went up to the park and they're watching me, right? And I'm going in front of them. I'm like, I go off the kicker onto this round rail and I hit the fucking fattest nose slide on the round rail and land it, right?
Yeah,
Meanwhile, I am peaking on acid, right? And like, it was just like the best moment of my fucking life. And they all freaked out. They were just screaming at me. It was fucking wild. It was amazing.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I think I convinced them.
I think the video of Shaun White, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but he did this
Oh
interview.
yeah, Coke, soda, baby.
I'm talking about news, baby. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite videos ever.
I don't know how these dumbass college kids actually thought I was Shaun White, though.
The more familial wealth you have, the more gullible you are.
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
just a fact. The best and most agonizing people watching happens on planes when like a really affluent family sits in the rows in front of you. You know, a kid is yelling at their parents, "Can I get the Wi-Fi? I'm so bored," so they can jump through the same like vlogger compilations back and forth. So I think it's high time we bring up the original format of the show. If anybody has music to discuss, I would love to hear some key tunes
Oh, hell yeah.
of our primary hosts. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know of that band that you put me on, Ostraka. I sent that
Oh, my
to
God.
one of our friends,
Mhm.
and he,
Chain to the, I don't know if they're anonymous, so maybe I shouldn't say it.
yeah,
But yeah,
whatever,
sure, friend of the show.
a friend of the show, and they sent me this band. They eat their own god.
You know, I believe I know. I don't know if you want to bleep out the name of the band, but
Chain to the Bottom of the Ocean.
yeah. So I booked them for my Evil Shred Fest,
Oh, cool.
and I feel so bad for that because it popped off, right?
Yeah.
By the time Busted Lip was going on, there was like a couple hundred people there. We made so much money. It was such a long fest. We only did it in one day because it was so much money to put together.
Yeah.
And I did it out of pocket. I lost a lot of money.
Mhm.
But Chain to the Bottom of the Ocean was the headliner.
Yeah, and they went on late.
They went on so late, and they were actually supposed to go on before Wisdom and War. But Wisdom and War wanted to go on before them. And they're like, we're not even playing if you don't. And so I was like, whatever. And Chain goes on, and everyone had already left.
Ugh.
Oh
And then
man.
halfway through their fucking second song, it's like this nasty guitar solo, right?
Yeah.
Fucking the owner of the venue, mind you, we threw it in a fucking like banquet hall,
Yeah.
like a wedding banquet hall. And the manager of the venue turns the lights on and kicks them out. So Chain just starts throwing their shit around, just like stomping on all their pedals, and just like a wall of harsh noises just shaking the entire fucking venue. And it was wild. And they were so pissed. They were so pissed.
Yeah.
Sad for that.
They were livid. Yeah, that was my fault. The night before, I had a different show. It was with my black metal band. We were playing with Oxalate from New Jersey, and I'm kind of friends with them. So we went to Ralph's after, and got shit-faced. Like, I was smoking them all in
Is that your haunt? This is like the third time you mentioned that.
Yeah,
Is that your go-to?
Ralph's is the only, like, really cool bar in Worcester. You got the Raven, the Vernon, and Ralph's, and that's, like, about it. Mm-hmm. It's Ralph's Rock Diner. But,
next time you know you're about to embark on a rager, send me a text.
Oh, we'll come through.
for sure, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm smoking this band in pool, right? And every time I win, they buy me a drink. And I was already drunk. So I woke up the next day with the worst hangover I've ever had in my life. I'm loading in my gear to the van and shit, and I'm like vomiting outside the studio and shit.
Yeah.
And so I go home and take a shower. I'm getting calls left and right from all these bands and all my like employees and stuff. They're calling me. And they're like, where are you, bro? And I'm sitting in the bottom of my fucking shower in a ball, just crying. And it's like, I'm already late for the show. It's supposed to be started. And like, it was just a shit show. It was so bad. I never felt so sick in my life.
That's how fucked up you got.
Dude, it was worse than COVID, bro. I got COVID and this fucking hangover was worse, bro.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
But I'm vaccinated, so.
Oh, dude, so your immune system, you're just like flexing your immune system, basically, is what.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm brimming with antibodies.
Yeah.
Like, listeners know.
Weird flex, but
I got
okay.
fully vaccinated with the Johnson, 1 shot, and then I added a full vaccination of the Pfizer, 2 more shots.
Dude, you're such a freak.
And then I got COVID from Omicron, and I crushed that. So I'm brimming with antibodies. And then on top of that, I got my Pfizer booster, shot number 4. So I got nature's shot once, and then man-made shots 4 times.
Watch out, ladies.
Watch out, ladies. I am extremely available. And you know, the only sick things about me are how I'm gonna... I can't finish this. I can't finish this.
Oh, God.
I basically gave myself a vasectomy. I got every single fucking COVID shot. I'm not fertile.
I chopped my shit, and I'm about to rock yours. Some rock your shit.
With the Roe v. Wade shit going on right now, I'm like, ladies, come on. Who else are you going to be with? Let's really think about this pragmatically.
Shouts out to the destruction of Roe v. Wade. Hell yeah. Let's keep telling women what to do with their bodies, and they don't deserve the choice.
Shouts out.
It's extremely terrifying. Also extremely terrifying are some awesome riffs. So I want to just quickly go back so we can do our music portions. Jen, you were recommending the Eat Their Own God.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
Yeah, this sounds sick.
Oh, Get Better Records, a nice queer harsh label. I'll just put her on.
Put her on.
Start with the opening track.
I just put her on, pardon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, mathier scrams.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I really like that snare.
Yeah, I thought this was really fun.
Turns into like a melodic crust band.
Yeah, with this D beat. I'm getting harder fall of a fraffa vibes from that. Falafel
fraffa.
Fall of a falafel opera. Thank you, Jen. That was sick.
Hell yeah.
This comes on the heels of Jen and I raged at IHOP, and immediately afterward, we hop into my car and I punch in cigarettes into my Google Maps. Going straight for a good Tuesday night to go straight from IHOP
From
to go
IHOP to cigarettes was literally the fucking text
literally.
on the maps. It was insane.
Yeah. It's just so I could hop the border and go get menthols in New Hampshire.
And Google Maps delivered. Like, Google Maps figured out what you were asking
Yeah, exactly.
for.
They were like, this guy wants Newports. But specifically, that recommendation comes on the heels of me assaulting Jen with this Ostraka record. Pretty much their most popular or like played track on Spotify it's my favorite. The snare tone is crazy. The vocal performances and the riff is just crazy. This particular opening track, I love it so much.
Yeah, this fucks.
Yeah.
This is insane.
And we all know I love feedback. There we go.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
And this bridge riff. Yeah, so that opener just made that whole fucking record for me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a good handful of bands pretty similar to that particular blend that they're doing. So there's really nothing to say about them other than they just had the sauce. They were goated and they busted it down like a sexual white boy on record, lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, this band rolls.
Hopefully I can take this episode out of the murky waters of heavy music, which I know we're fully birthed in.
Oh, I'm about to take us elsewhere.
Yeah, I want to get weird.
Yeah.
So, D, can you hook us up with some?
So, if you live in northern New England, as we do, it's been bitter fucking cold lately. So I've been trying to trick my brain into thinking that it is not. So I've been listening to Buena Vista Social Club's first album that came out in 1997. The track that I've really been digging lately is called 20 Años.
Represento el pasado, no me puedo conformar.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Las cosas que uno quiere se pudieran alcanzar. Tú me quisieras.
Let's go.
Ooh, I love this.
Cuban musicians assembled in 1996, specifically Cuban jazz.
Yeah, this feels good.
I'm adding this right now.
This feels really good.
Yeah.
I was in a Latin jazz band through college.
I love to bash the term Latin and how we like don't have more readily available or used terms in the like white jazz world for different kinds of, you know, samba, bachata, and flamenco and various other supposedly just plain Latin, you know, forms of
We
like
played
jazz
a lot
and
of
music.
different stuff. We played some bossa nova.
Yeah.
I was like the only white kid in the band, and
Hell yeah.
it was great. Honestly, it was a great experience. I got way better at drums from it.
Yeah. This mixes the forlorn romantic folk singing and writing of like Portuguese fado, which is, you know, like very specific and strong. This mixes that with like the ensemble auxiliary percussion instrument, shaker and guiro oriented like bachata style dance grooves. So shouts out D, thank you for this. This shit rips.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, this is
absolutely.
awesome.
This reminds me of a song I've been really into lately.
Which?
It's called Daughter of the Sun by Naomi Sharon, Portuguese singer-songwriter.
Cooler hearts may feel her warmth as she comes closer, bare feet. She walks in Venus with it.
I've never seen the video.
Oh damn, she bad.
Oh fuck. Yeah, this is really good.
Half of the song's in English, half of it's in Portuguese, I believe. It's a beautiful song.
A little bit of Sampha vibes. I'm getting a teeny little bit of like Buscabuya. Just the general modern pop application, or at least like production of a more classically folk-oriented songwriting that comes from one's specific background.
It's a cool video, too.
Yeah. So both that and primarily Dee's recommendation of Buena Vista Social Club remind me of a record that I was infatuated with for so long. Largely because the cover art is so dope, but also the music is great. Gabor Jabo,
Oh, this looks sick.
Dreams from 1968. So Gabor Jabo, born in 36, died in 82, is this legendary Hungarian guitarist who lived through Hungary's state of communism and unrelentingly pumped out some of the most like illustrious and soulful and oftentimes dark guitar and songwriting driven group jazz.
Ooh.
This shit right here, dog. He'll just cook up these fucking like badass bass ostinatos or like, you know, chord changes, and they will, like an Indian rag, just cruise on it for a good 5 minutes or so, and it will rule.
Yeah.
It's got that old 70s or 80s platter reverb, like plate reverb or plate delay, where they send the...
How did they do that back then?
So it's literally a giant fucking plate with an oscillator on one side that is receiving the original audio signal and has contact mics at the other end. So it's kind of like when you send a voltage signal through a wire. This is a physical version, just like a speaker, the back and forth propagation of the original sound wave onto a giant fucking sheet of metal. And then there's a contact microphone that receives those physical reverberations going through the plate. So rather than voltage through wire, it's actual physical oscillations, much like waves through water, except it's just a big ass suspended sheet of metal. It's usually pretty thick, and you'll get different tones varying with different levels of density. And a professor of mine has referred to as splatter in the 80s when they overdrive this kind of processor. It distorts the sound in a way that adds extra shine and longer lasting reverb, specifically in the upper maybe 4 kilohertz to 8 kilohertz range. It eludes the image of shimmering water. I
discovered this one record. Everybody knows John Coltrane,
Yeah.
But I recently was talking to this jazz nerd about the classics, and he was
talking to one right now.
Yeah. Well, he put me onto this record called Ollie by John Coltrane, and I had never heard it before. And it's just it's very weird. I've been trying to use it as a sample in a hip hop beat.
Yeah.
I really like hip hop.
You don't say.
Yeah. There's this new rapper. That sounds a lot like Lil Ugly Mane. His name's Armand Hammer.
Yeah.
By the shift, my boss was an enterprising white kid, eagle-eyed, everything you did, shit gig, but I didn't quit. MJG at 8 ball, spitting out the whip, spliffs with Keith at the tip. It felt sleepy at night, but I like.
Oh yeah, no, he's been featuring on Earl stuff quite a bit.
Yeah.
He's been following that new lo-fi movement, i.e. Slums NYC. Mike is a huge thing for me. Yeah, I've
love Mike.
Talked a good amount about him.
I've been really digging Griselda as well. Griselda Records.
Oh, don't Griselda Records got Benny the Butcher?
Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun.
Yep, yeah. Those real dead-end hip-hop classics.
The song Free Cutter by West Side Gun.
Suplex soda, you rated the duplex, the Mrs. by a quota. Let the Mac off out the track, off do it on his whole shoulder. Let the niggas all know. You better know it's ya. You better know it's ya. You better know it's.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that song is heavy rotation for me.
Yeah. It's new approaches to Alchemist production.
I love it.
The shit that was popping off when Flying Lotus was starting with lo-fi hip-hop, I didn't like it. I for a long time, I had a personal stigma thinking this is a cheap trick. And now we're getting good-ass rappers that take those beats and that style seriously to where I have no choice but to treat it seriously and actually care. It pulls me in.
Jay Electronica's feature in this song, it goes so hard. The flow is just impeccable.
Actual fact, sir, the originator was black. From Buffalo to Tupelo, we trying to break from the trap. You should read theology of time as your days blow by. It'll be like Yoda with Luke and the day go by.
Can I throw in something unrelated real quick before we say goodbye to everybody? A last colorful personality, someone who I've been thinking very fondly of, very closely for quite a while. Twitter user Naomi Elizabeth. To me, she is an artist and an icon. She posts great, luxurious selfies with
awesome.
captions that I can only describe being the top tier, JSON level irony posting, such as her pin tweet, "What if there was a drink that would give me the energy of a monster?"
Yeah.
I think this shit is hysterical.
Is that really her? That's what she...
Yes.
Oh, she looks great.
And she has an Instagram and a Twitter full of shit. This is a trust exercise. Click like to trust me. Comment you bitch to not trust me.
Get it, Naomi.
This reminds me of that one Adult Swim producer or whatever. Nah, I must stay at home, Dad. She posts shit like this all the time.
Damn, oh yeah.
Yes,
this is definitely fucking specific
Yeah.
Instagram weird wave meme format. He's not a sociopath, he's empath divergent. No, babe, I've never seen SpongeBob. But specifically about Naomi Elizabeth, I'm bringing her up because I recently discovered she is an accomplished solo singer-songwriter pop artist.
Let's go.
With many a video, all seemingly self-produced.
Oh, what?
Let's go.
Such as hit single I'm the Fat Kid for Your Ice Cream, which is very Bjork-like.
Come on now.
I'll be the fat kid for your ice cream. I'll be the fat. I'll be the
Very illustrious or romantic pop songs, as well as those short self-expression videos. It's almost like a video tweet.
If you forget you're in the shower and stand there for 10 minutes doing nothing, Warren Buffett loses all respect for you.
And she has just been pumping out music video after music video in like the past year.
heaven. God sent me here to rock you all and fill this building up with gospel. He told me, girl, just stay a little while and show them all my style. Hot like the chopping, hot like the chopping, hot like the chopping, hot like the chopping.
She's not even playing that guitar.
Don't need to. You got synths. I'm calling it now. Naomi Elizabeth is going to ride the irony wave into becoming a synth pop icon.
It's just like, who's that one, like, pop artist? Doja Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his song Moo.
Except she's funny and cool.
Yeah. Instead of, like, slightly racist.
Doja Cat is possibly playing the...
you heard about all that shit?
Who's that one who keeps changing races?
Ariana Grande.
Yeah, Doja Cat is possibly playing a little bit of the Ariana Grande racial vagary a little bit. Shouts out to Asiana Grande. Shouts out to Ariana got a new update.
Yeah, she rebooted.
She rebooted. Hey, before we have to wrap this up, you said you had a last couple hip-hop recommendations?
I just want to give a shout out to Fatboy Sharif. He's funny as fuck. He's good.
Fatboy Sharif.
Great rapper down and from New Jersey. Hopefully I get to play a show with him soon. He's great. He sounds like Doom, but if Doom was like happy.
New to a climactic role. Fruits of Abraham through galactic hole. Injected caveman review from a cancered soul. Panic set. News at 12. We saw a Dave Koresh in Bangladesh, right? With a raven set. I spit a solar ring with the...
Oh yeah, this guy's got swag.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Some Biz Marquee sound to him.
He just dropped an album in 2020 that was really good. It's called Gandhi Loves Children.
Gandhi Loves Children. And the cover art, he's in the socks and sandals, boxer briefs, red wig, and Stevie Wonder sunglasses doing the Stevie Wonder face out in the woods, handcuffed to a man completely dressed in black with a Richard Nixon rubber face mask.
Yeah, that's sick.
That is a badass cover. Fatboy really playing, but he also don't play. It seems like this man gets down to business. How you find out about Fatboy Sharif?
I actually stumbled upon him on Bandcamp, and then I listened to his music, and I found him on Instagram later, hit him up, and he just sent me his number. We were supposed to do a show together, but that didn't end up working out, but hopefully it'll work out in the future. Mm-hmm. It's just so far away, you know. New Jersey's quite a bit of a drive.
Yeah. And speaking of the future, you've got plans, don't you? A bright future ahead of you.
Yeah, I've got a lot of shows lined up these next few months, and a lot of releases coming up.
You want to plug some?
Saturday at the Vernon Hotel is Busted Lip, Catalyst from Providence. Great band. They're kind of blowing up right now. And these new guys, Mallard, I was hanging out with them last night. They're fucking nasty. And then this other new band called Skycap. I haven't heard of them yet, but they're really excited. I got a mutual friend of mine is in that band, so
awesome.
I'm excited to have that show. We also have Bodega Fest 2 coming up at the Raven in Worcester, February 25th and 6th.
Well, hey, where can people follow your various goings on to stay up to date with all of these things?
You can find me on Instagram. It's really easy. It's just at Putridity, PUTRIDIT.Y, because the other one's taken.
Shit.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be in the show
notes.
notes.
But also you can find everything on my website, upsiderecords.net.
Upsiderecords.net, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, and you, Jen, as well.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
See ya.
Bye.
If you can't handle us at our Kaczynski, you don't deserve us at our Lewinsky. Goodbye, people. Mwah. Bye.
Have a wonderful afternoon.
Bye, guys.
Love you.
Fluid.
Sometimes when I'm in my car, I hear the dead voices of friends. They tell me that their feet are cold. They ask why did I leave them. I let them use the radio, play their favorite song. They live inside my convertible.
Keep on farting and don't stop sharding.
Yeah, I'll try. Like, close call before I got on the call.
Oh yeah, no, you almost Adam Friedland yourself. You texted me 5 minutes before and said, "I literally just shit myself. Give me a couple minutes."